morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're all having a great day and that you guys enjoyed the little chat with Liz last night. So just want to thank Liz again for her time and coming on. And I think that she really shared such inspiring information with all of you guys and is really a walking testament that health and fitness can be accomplished kind of whatever stage you're at, and it doesn't have to be in a complicated, restrictive way. So hope you guys enjoyed that chat with Liz. This morning, I had scheduled this live Q&A, and I'm glad I did. I was anticipating that after Liz had so much amazing things to share, that I would be getting some questions about my Wellness Your Way program, and I have definitely gotten more questions overnight, and I've been fielding some questions all week from people who just want more information about the program itself. And I thought that this would be a good way that I could give you guys all the details that you need and answer the questions that have been coming up in case there were some things that I didn't even think about talking about that have been coming up. So if you are like, what the heck are you talking about, and have no idea what Wellness Your Way is, this is a small group program that I currently have open for enrollment through the end of the week. So there are only I think there's 4 days left. Registration's open through Sunday night, and there are 4 spots left. So I do cap participation. But the program is a jumpstart. I call it a jumpstart because it's only 6 weeks long, and it's a jumpstart into your forever fat loss. It's a jumpstart into your forever consistency. So yes, it's a jumpstart, but no, it's not a quick fix. There's a difference, I think, between the two. And the whole point of the program is to really help you transform your relationship with food, your relationship with fitness, and figure out a customized strategy that works for you so that you can simplify nutrition, master moderation, and really get the physique results that you want without rules and restriction. And so if you're just hearing about this for the first time, that's a little rundown. I'm going to give you all of the info now, okay? So I have my notes so I wouldn't miss anybody's question. When does the program start and how long does it run? So the program starts right away next week, Monday, February 4th. And how I've designed this to kick off is that we will have a week of onboarding together. I find that, in my past experiences running programs that have like a set start and end date, if people don't sign up to the last minute, which tends to be the case for a lot of my people who are thinking about it kind of all week long. It's kind of like a lot to just jump right in with lesson 1 on Monday morning when you've like just made the decision for yourself, like toward the end of the week and over the weekend. So we will be having an onboarding week next week. You'll get all the information that you need. We'll get to know each other. We'll start with some like basic stuff, and then the following week, we will jump into the official 6-week curriculum. So it's really 7 weeks, but that first week is kind of like the getting acclimated onboarding week where you get all your information, you'll read it through, and then we'll kick off with like the first lesson. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense for you guys. Next question, what do you get over the whole course of the program and the curriculum? So I want to go over the curriculum with you guys first. Week 1 is going to be all about sustainable habit change and, getting back to basics. That'll be part of the onboarding, but into week 1, we are going to go over, all of the general grocery store recommendations, pantry recommendations. We're going to be going over protein, carb, fat, kind of looking at the course of your day and really getting grounded. Hey, Auntie Paula. So that is going to be in week 1. Week 2 is going to be learning to listen to our bodies. We're going to really dive into hunger, fullness, and mindfulness when it comes to our eating. And here's where we're really going to start diving into strategies and actual ways to get in tune with intuitive eating and how to actually do it. Okay, week 3, we're going to focus more on moderation itself, taking a look at what you are eating. Is it actually moderate? Okay, we'll do some food logs. We're going to dive into eating out of routine in week 4, planning for those times when life gets in the way, out to eat, at a party, basically anything that's not your normal day-to-day. How are you going to be navigating that in a way that works for you? And I came on and shared this yesterday, but a way that works for me isn't necessarily going to be a way that works for you. So that is one of the big things with this, is that you get a customized approach, and we get to consider how you might be able to do this. Not me, not another person in the group, not your neighbor, not Kim Kardashian, you, okay? Week 5, we'll get into the relationship with sleep, with stress, and with exercise, and how nutrition is, it's not just one facet, it's all of these things involved. And then week 6, at the end, we'll be diving into mindset traps and hacks. And I saved this for the end because it's usually around week 6 when you start something new, right? That you tend to lose a little oomph. Things, the novelty has worn off. Maybe you're feeling frustrated if things haven't moved as fast as you've expected them to, or whatever. So we're going to really dive into the most common mindset traps that are the reason people only make it 6 weeks into the new year and then they're back off again, or whenever they start working on a goal. And then the hacks will be to make sure that you can sustain all of the things that we've learned in the 6 weeks to keep moving forward. Okay, so that this doesn't become just yet another program that you've tried that you feel like doesn't work. If you show up and do the work in this program, you will be able to do everything that we learn from this program forever. That's the goal. Okay, so that's the curriculum. Now, another question was kind of what do you get? And before I get into the deliverables, I want to also let you guys know that a lot of the curriculum, even though it is set and structured and it's around food, a lot of the curriculum is determined by the people in the group. The name Wellness Your Way, as it implies, means that you drive it. So if you're, struggling with something more, maybe for you, moderation isn't your thing, that you struggle with, but you have something else going on, that's something you can bring up in the group, in the week, wherever you're feeling, that you need help with it, and that's fine. So I really wanted to let you guys know it's very flexible, and we'll tackle anything that you want. But over the course of the 6 weeks, just to give it some structure, those are the lessons. You will get the lessons via email. I'll be coming on in our private Facebook group to do some trainings on the topics. And then we will be also meeting a couple times throughout the program over on Zoom as a group. And I find that this is really helpful because it gives you guys the chance to kind of talk back to me in the moment, whereas here on Facebook, you can't really do that except in the comments, and you get to hear from other people what is going on. In the Facebook group, that's where all the coaching is held because this is a group coaching program. You will have access to me in there for any of your questions that pop up day to day, for access to see what the other women are struggling with, what they're celebrating, and you'll get a lot out of seeing those other threads with the other women. You'll also throughout the program receive some pop-up recipes and pop-up challenges, and me, I don't like to keep things super boring. It's eating, it's our life, it's working out, it needs to be fun. So you'll have all those pop-up type of things throughout the program to keep motivation high and engagement high. Aside from the nutrition stuff, of course, self-care, sleep, all that comes into play, but the workouts do as well. We all know that the fitness is important too. And so you will also receive a 6-week workout plan to supplement the nutrition information that is given to you in the program. So I got a lot of questions about the workouts themselves, whether people need a gym membership to be able to do them. The answer is no. I've designed them all to be done with dumbbells. Okay, so if you don't have dumbbells, maybe you could get a pair, but They all can be done at home. And if you really don't want to get a pair of dumbbells, we can certainly modify for some body weight options. The other questions I got about the workouts were, what about modifications? So just kind of spoke to that. But yeah, anything that's written in there that you're like, you know what, I can't do this. I can't put pressure on my wrists. What can I do instead? All of those things are the benefit of having someone like me as your coach, because in the moment you can come in the group and say like, okay, I got workout A and I'm good, except, you know, these two moves aren't going to work for me. What can I do instead? And I will answer you and tell you what to do. So it takes all the guesswork out of your workouts. And then in terms of form, if you're not sure if your form is correct, you can always put a video up of your form in the group and I will give you that feedback. Just like we were personal training in person, I would give you that feedback on what to fix with your form in the group. And finally, with the workouts, you will get videos ahead of time of me so you know what it is. I'm not going to just tell you to do like this big fancy move and you're like, what the heck does that even mean? You'll get video tutorials of me doing it so you can watch those ahead of time. And that is something that you can do during the onboarding week, is kind of get acclimated to the workouts, take notes, like figure that out so that you're ready to go in week 1 and you're not like, oh, now it's Thursday, haven't looked at the workouts yet. Okay, so that's why I've added that onboarding week. Any questions so far, you guys? Can't see everybody that's on. Let me pull up my computer. If you do have questions so far, put them in the comments and I will address. Okay, next, I wanted to talk a little bit about the results and the outcomes that you can expect after going through this program, because that is something that, of course, you want to know. If you're going to be signing up, what kind of results can you expect to have achieved? So again, 6 weeks is not a long time. I am not promising you guys drastic weight loss in this time. It is what it is. Like if that's something that you're looking for, we probably wouldn't be a good coach-client fit anyways. And you guys know that I'm not about quick fixes. However, a lot can be accomplished in 6 weeks. I shared with you guys my client Sharon's story. She just started working with me at the beginning of December, and in a month's time, she lost almost 6 pounds. And that was over the holidays. So, you know, I'm confident that if you're putting the work into this program and following the lessons, that on average, and of course everybody's different, so I can't promise this, but on average you can expect to lose anywhere from like a half pound to 1.5 pounds per week. And you can see that at the end of 6 weeks, that might give you that oomph that you need to feel more motivated. Like we're all talking about how not motivated we are. You guys know about we can't always wait to feel motivated, but there's nothing that helps with motivation than kind of feeling better and seeing some changes moving in the right direction. So that's kind of what I wanted to say about the weight loss side of things. If you are following the workouts and you are, you know, eating according to the plan that we come up with for you, not a plan that I'm telling you to follow, but if you're really practicing some of the strategies and implementing the information, you can expect that you will have a new approach to your workouts and your fitness and your nutrition. Okay, you are going to be developing new skills for navigating the things that always trip you up. The scenarios and circumstances where you feel like that's always the thing that gets me, that's what we are going to cover so that it doesn't get you anymore. So you know that when things happen, life comes up, you can kind of acknowledge it. You're always going to say, okay, what's my next best step? And those next best steps are what you and I will figure out together. Okay, so, you know, I think a lot of what kind of results you can expect aside from physique results, yes, you'll have, you know, more peace overall, you'll have more energy, you're going to definitely feel more confident, because every time that you implement something and you see like, okay, I can do this, you know, that competence that you can do it, it breeds more confidence. It's this confidence loop. It's a cycle. And every little action that you take is going to beget more action. So I really do think that the confidence piece and the belief in yourself that some of these changes are possible for you can happen. If you're somebody, who has struggled with cravings, you were on my webinar last week. If you've struggled with feeling hungry and tired all day long, nighttime eating, all of that stuff certainly will be improved after you participate in this program. Your perfectionist mentality, all or nothing, you will definitely make headway with that. And I think too, as in terms of the results, it's the implementation. You can get information all day long. And even like Liz said last night on the interview, when she had originally signed up for the coaching with me, she was like, what is this girl even going to tell me that I don't already know? And that, that's common. But what I can do is take all the information you already know and figure out, why is there a block around this? Why are you feeling this way around this? What can we do instead? There's this like big society way of doing it. What can we do instead that works for you? Okay. And I work with clients of all different ages, life scenarios. I've got moms of 2 and 3. I've got corporate gals who are traveling for work every single week. I run the gamut, okay? I have worked with 27-year-olds and I work with 60-year-olds. So if you feel like this is really like, oh, only for young people or only for people who have no kids or only it doesn't matter. This is for any woman who just wants to better their health and fitness. I also think that it's a great fit for anybody who has been at a plateau, maybe not sure where to go, or looking maybe to get that last 5 to 10 pounds. This will give you a new approach to what you've been doing and what you've been trying. It's a great fit for anybody who has been trying maybe the same programs over and over again. I hate to pick on certain things, but maybe Weight Watchers, for example, you've tried how many times and you always go back to it. And I think Weight Watchers is a great place to start. They teach good information, but I really feel like it only gets you to a certain place and you're always worried about tracking points. Not really a long-term strategy. I've never met anyone who's only done Weight Watchers once. You always have to go back to it. Okay, so really for anyone that's in a plateau, looking to get that last 5 to 10 pounds, or you feel like you've been out of the game for a while and you need something to get you grounded again, this is it. Okay, any questions about that? All right. What kind of things can I help you with? So this is going to depend on what is coming up for you. Example, you have a social event on the weekend and you want to talk out your strategy going into that event. That is something that you can come into the group, tell us that you have going on. We will come up with your strategy. It gets you accountable. We'll do it in a way that's not restrictive, in a way that feels good for you, that you'll still be able to have a good time. And we'll do that in the context of the rest of your weekend. Okay, here's your thing that you have on Saturday night. How are we also going to navigate Friday and Sunday? That's something. You could be at work and there are a bunch of treats in the break room and you're like, I really want one, but I'm not sure if I should have it. There's the answer to that question, should I have it, is not always no. Sometimes you should have it, but you'll be able to come into the group and talk out that in the moment. You'll be able to share in the group how you made that decision. If maybe you're not talking it out in the moment, you made the decision already, you'll come in and we'll talk about why you made the decision. Was that the right fit for you? What could you do next time better? Like that kind of stuff. Anything where life gets in the way of your workouts, you couldn't do the workout as planned, this, that, the other thing, what can you do instead? Put that in the group, we'll do it. You're not feeling motivated, come in the group, we'll talk that out. Okay, you don't want to get your workout done, well, is today a day you should take a rest day, or can we figure out how to make it a little better and just get it done? Basically, I am there to help you with your next best step. This is a little phrase that my clients always know that I'll use. We can take a look at what's going on and figure out what is your next best step with it on any given day. And that might look different day to day. It's not always going to be the same next best step. Okay. Liz last night shared about, how she was struggling to get her water in. So we can strategize about that. And it's not all a million changes at once. That in our onboarding week, we're really going to pinpoint what are the key areas, a couple at a time. This is part of sustainable habit change that you'll be able to accomplish. Okay. So those are just some examples. I have clients that have all sorts of things. I forgot my lunch today. I had prepped and now I don't have it. And what do you think my next best option is with these? These are my options, that kind of stuff. All right. Next question is about the group setting. Is group coaching right for me? And so I wanted to talk about this. It's an awesome question because group coaching isn't for everybody. You do have to feel comfortable going into a group of people and sharing. You have to be willing to, come in and ask for help when you need it. So Wellness Your Way, I decided to bring this back this year and pull it out of the vault. Last time I offered it was winter 2017. I decided to pull it back out of the vault because I have my private one-on-one coaching, the Best Self Project that I offer, and I have my group membership club, which is the Empowered Together Coaching Club. And I didn't really have an in-between option for somebody that maybe didn't want private one-on-one, but somebody that didn't want the membership option where you don't get as much hand-holding or intimate attention, okay? So this group program, I want to let you guys know, it is not a group of hundreds. In fact, I keep it under 10 people because I have been in coaching programs where there's a ton of people in there and you get lost or you feel lost, and I never want people to feel like that. I also wanted to provide an option for people who potentially wanted one-on-one, but the financial investment felt a little high for them at that time, that this group program could be kind of the closest thing to one-on-one that they could get. So I just wanted to give you kind of the range. If you feel like you would be better off with a one-on-one private approach, that's fine, but let me know. I do have a couple of one-on-one spots open right now, and I'm happy to chat with you about whether that would be a better fit. So if you're just kind of like, I don't know what would be the best for me, the best thing for you to do is reach out and for us to just get on the phone. I offer free 30-minute connection calls for this reason, so I can hear what you guys are doing well, what you're struggling with, where you need the most help, and really I'll make the best recommendation. I'm not somebody that's going to sell you to the most expensive program that I have just to make a sale. That is not in my coaching philosophy. That is not in my values as a person. I had a couple of calls this week already where it wasn't a good fit, and I said, I don't think this is for you. Okay, so if you're on the cusp, then just email me. Let's get on the phone. However, if you're somebody that really kind of thrives in hearing what's working for other people, you like that accountability from both me as a coach and others, you want that community tribe too, then that's where a Facebook group might be a better setting for you. I hope that makes sense, you guys, okay? My accessibility for coaching in a Facebook group, so because it's not private, you will not have access to me via text or any phone calls, but you will have access to me within the Facebook group and, of course, on our Zoom calls where we'll come together as a team. And I'll be in the group at least once a day to check in on what's going on. I'm usually in there twice, okay? So that is a little bit more about the accessibility. I got a question about the cost. So the whole cost of the program is $297 for the 6 weeks plus the onboarding. Okay, so that's less than $300 to get all the habit change that you need, again, for your forever solution. The other question about cost that came up was, do I offer refunds? And the answer is no. I believe so much in the value of this, and I've never really had that issue. So the answer is no. I really don't think that once you see how sustainable this is for the long term that you're going to even need it. Okay, it won't even come up. But again, the cost is $297. That is for the whole program, including all the workouts, all the calls, all the lessons, and all that. Next, now's not the right time for me. Will this be offered again? So I have a couple of thoughts on that. First of all, the program will be offered again, but I honestly don't know when. It will not be offered again until at least the fall of this year, but probably winter again next year. Okay, so if you are like thinking this is something I need and you're like on the fence about the timing, like, oh, I'll just wait till next time, that might not be for a very long time. And the other thing about is now the right time for me, that we talked about this last night with Liz, there's never going to be a right time. You could say that about anything, not even just this program. I really believe that. Like, was there a perfect time for me to leave my corporate job? No. You know, you do have to be ready. If you're saying like now's not the right time, like there's definitely some fear involved, or maybe some feelings that you're not worth the investment. Like, can I do it? That comes up. That's something that we can certainly talk out on a connection call if you want to book one and again talk about what is blocking you. But there's never going to be a perfect time. There's always going to be something we have to do at work. There's always going to be something with the family. And to me, I feel like if there's something going on like that's causing you to feel like it's not the right time, it almost is a better time, because you're going to be implementing these strategies from the program as all this stuff is happening. And so what better then? Like, then when life calms down, you'll be killing it, in my opinion. So that's just a little bit on, now's not the right time. I'm sure there's extenuating circumstances where maybe that wouldn't apply, with like hard life things. But in a general speaking sense, I also want to just work with action takers. And I really find that the people who are like ready to jump in and get going, they have the most success. That's when we will be the best coach client fit. How do I sign up? There's a page on my website. It's called Wellness Your Way. You can link to it from there. I'll put it into the comments of this live. There's a buy button there. So you will just put in your credit card information. It's all through PayPal. You'll be signed up right away after you do that. And what you can expect is a welcome email from me saying like, you're in. And then you can hang tight until next week and you'll get your first email from me over the weekend to kind of join the Facebook group, and we'll get going right from there. So that's what happens after you sign up. And the other question was, I'm really not sure. So that I addressed already with getting on a call and figuring out what is the best for you. Putting my password back in my computer so I can see if any other comments have come in. Does anybody have any questions that I did not address already? I'll give it a couple seconds. And I will certainly be available to come in and speak to any of this if questions come up for those of you who are watching the replay later. The thing I really want to just end with and drive home is, yes, you might lose some weight on this program, but the whole point is to really figure out that customized strategy. That for you is going to be the thing that gets you into consistency forever. You won't be on and off. We'll get you out of that all or nothing mindset. That's a huge one. My people really struggle with perfectionism. So we are going to learn how to ditch that perfectionism. If you are someone who loses the weight, puts it back on, loses the weight, puts it back on, this is for you. So you can stop putting it back on. If you're always starting a program, okay, this is for you. So this can be the last program that you have to do, really. If you are in that plateau, let's learn some more strategies to get you out of your weight loss plateau, because you've probably been doing some awesome things to get to where you are right now, and now you've stalled. What next? You can't do the same things you've been doing necessarily. You need to have the skills to figure out how to look at it in a more empowered way, instead of just being like, I'm in my plateau and not changing. Okay, so really that empowered approach to food, to fitness, to everything with your health. I think you can see that your life will change, even just based on how much Liz was shining last night. She was shining, like so happy. And, you know, she keeps it real. Not everything's positive. Not everything's going to be this great, wonderful day, but you learn how to navigate for yourself where it doesn't take over your life. Okay. So again, Wellness Your Way, it's open through Sunday night. We kick off our onboarding week next Monday. I have 4 spots to fill. If you are interested or anything resonated even a little bit at all, shoot me a message and we will chat. Thanks for joining in today, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.